Hello, Merry Christmas.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Paul Gannon.
I'm Eli Silverman.
And today we're doing something very special for Christmas 2021, aren't we, Mr. Silverman?
Yes, it's been a hard year for a lot of people, Paul, and this is a project we're about to introduce, which I think might bring a bit of joy to some people, you know?
It's been built from love.
Yes.
And it's been built from care. And we think you're going to enjoy what we've got planned for you this week.
So what we have for you, lovely listeners, is a little deep dive, a little documentary we've put together, which features one of our most beloved guests, and he's also sometimes performs on the show as well.
He's been known to. We've used his talent once or twice.
He's had a very long, quite distinguished career. You know, a bit like that documentary 10 Feet from Stardom. It's a bit like that. He's been around famous people, almost there, not quite making it.
He's the 12th Beatle. He's that kind of career person,
12th
isn't it?
Beatle.
You know,
wasn't that Jesus Christ?
I don't know.
No, Jesus was number 13.
I don't know what Jesus was.
He was number 13
in the Beatles.
No, he had 12 disciples, so he was number 13.
And you're saying 4 of those were the Beatles?
Yeah, John, Paul. No, they were they wrote the Gospels, didn't they? John
and then the Beatles. It's all getting very confusing.
Can
anyway,
I'm about to say something.
What?
I don't know, something sweary.
Don't. This is a nice episode for Christmas, celebrating the love, the art, and the work and history of Grumpy Sessions.
Grumpy Sessions,
so
everybody.
Sit back, relax, and let us take you on a journey via the words of Grumpy himself through his life and times.
Enjoy, everybody.
Enjoy. Merry Christmas.
Yes, this way.
Oh, nice. No, it's a nice little place you got here, actually.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, I just had it done last year. Come through.
Oh, thank you.
Come through now.
Thank you.
This is my living room.
Oh, it's very depressing and small.
Well, you know, I like to keep things cozy. There's only one, you know, you don't have to walk a mile to get to the kitchen, do you?
No, you can just reach over and
I can reach over there.
And grab your tea's made.
It's just there.
A toaster just there
it's
as
just
well.
there.
It's very nice. Can I take a seat here?
Oh, please.
I'll just move these TV times as you've got stacked up
I've got
on it.
loads of those. Yes, I love to look at them.
So I'll just take. So we're just going to do a little
through the papery times. I think of it like that.
Well, we're just going to do.
Sometimes they get all crumbly.
Why?
They powder up.
You powder your TV times as well?
I don't powder them. No, they become powder, like everything.
Hang on, let me just check the date on some of these. Radio Times 1983.
They're very old.
It's very powdery, that one.
Oh, it's extremely powdery.
But
make yourself at home now.
Yes.
How terrible of me. I'm being a terrible host. You know, I'm just not used to the company.
No.
Now, would you like a beverage of some sort? I've got tea. I've got some...
I'll take a tea.
Coffee's instant.
I
could do Ribena.
No, tea's really nice, actually. I'll have a tea.
I've got the squash.
I'll have a tea.
You'll have a tea, okay.
Yes.
One tea coming up.
So, yeah, we just thought we'd sit down with you and record your memories and thoughts for a bit, you know?
Put the tea bags, you absolute idiot!
You know what? It doesn't matter if you can't find the tea bags.
Go near here somewhere!
It's just me and Eli thought it would be nice to have a little conversation with you, get your memories down on record.
Yes, Mr. Silverman, I was hoping to see him.
He's unfortunately doing other interviews for this. He's actually interviewing some people you've worked with in the past.
Oh.
We managed to track down a few of your old starlets.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Yes, no, it's going to be good times.
Right, tea.
All right, well, okay, well then I'll just set the recording up here, that's fine. Here we go, just going to put that on the table.
Right, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't ask you if you wanted sugar.
No, I'm cutting
you want
back.
sugar?
I've
got
back.
sugar.
No, I'm cutting back. It's fine. No, please sit down.
Okay.
So just relax. It's just an informal chat between the two of us.
Oh, get to...
Do you want this blanket?
No, I'm fine. I'm cozy.
All right, okay. Okay, so, all right, where do we start? So, it says here you were born in 1943.
43 years. I've tried to lie about that over the years.
What do you remember about your mother and your father?
Oh, Daddy was very distant, man. He was a salesman. He used to sell books and Hoovers, you know.
Oh, wow, so a bit of everything.
He did it, but, you know, he was never home.
Oh, that's a shame.
He was never home. He was a shadow in the doorway. That's how I remember him. Slam. Her mother, of course, I remain close to her to this very day.
What, she's still alive? Wouldn't that make her like over 100?
No, she's still going, just about, yes.
Is she in this house?
No. Absolutely not. I do keep her room preserved, but no, she's in the home. She's in a home very nearby. I get to see her most days.
Oh, wow. No, that's interesting, because I thought, with your age and her age, she must have had you quite young then.
She was, yes. I mean, I don't think she loved Dad, really. She just got knocked up in the cinema,
During the war.
It used
or
to happen,
yeah.
You'd go to the pictures, you'd get a finger up you, but in the dark, you don't know if it's a finger or the other, and it turned out to be my daddy's winky all the way up.
Daddy's other.
Oh, anyway, me and Mother very close, and she used to encourage me to perform from a very early age.
She did. She dressed you up in lots of weird costumes, I believe. I've seen the pictures, actually.
As an ice cream. I seem to remember a lot of ice cream boy. She'd go, Mummy wants to lick ice cream boy's head. Yes, she used to...
Didn't you find that unusual, though?
Well, I didn't have anything to compare it to,
fair
Daddy
enough.
wasn't there. He was slamming the door.
Leaving.
And I used to play in the kitchen, and she used to pretend it was snowing by taking some flour and a sieve and all the powder. And the powder we pretend the powdered flour was snow, you see.
Oh, okay.
And we used to do little
You made it very powdery then around the room.
Very powdery.
And you were dressed up as a little ice cream salesman.
Yes, or other characters,
So, okay.
From books and stuff. I was Bar the elephant at some point, I think.
So was it that dress-up play with your mother that led you to get the acting bug initially?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
She encouraged me, no end. Still does, Still
keeps prompting you on, keeps
if I'm on the telly, pop up on the telly in the communal dining area.
Yeah, where they all
home.
sit and slowly die
She's very proud
in front of loose women.
Yeah, she's proud, and she goes, that's
my boy.
That's my grumpy.
Oh,
Yes.
why did she call you Grumpy?
Well,
What was your mother's name? Or your mother's father's name? I know your father was called Angry Sessions.
Angry Sessions, yes.
I believe he was Dutch.
He said he was Dutch. But, I think he...
Well, you never met him, so you don't know.
Well, I met him, but, he was gone by the time I was 5 or so.
Oh,
just.
So, and your mother, what was her name?
Sad Sessions.
Sad Sessions.
Sad Sessions.
Oh.
Yes.
There's a kind of a...
I think you'd call her Sade now, but back then...
She was a smooth operator.
Yeah, she certainly was.
Yeah.
Very smooth, sometimes quite powdery, though. And, when the smoothness breaks up,
Yeah.
and the powder starts to form. But anyway, yes, Sad Sessions. I can't complain really.
No. But so when you went to school, then was she the one who spurred you on to take part in like the school productions of like plays and things like that?
Absolutely. I remember my very first acting role
On the stage in school.
It was in school,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
and I was a little ice cream seller boy.
Right.
Yes. And
What was the play called?
It was a nativity, but
And they ran out of costumes and said, "Can you come in with what you had?" And you got.
I had this apron thing that looked very much could be converted to an ice cream sort of seller's thing. So
So at the manger, there was Jesus Christ, the wise men, the animals, and you.
Well, I was one of the three
With a box
wise
in front
men.
of you
They
selling chalk ices.
They kind of updated the wise men to the ice cream seller the ice cream seller wise man.
Right.
And then there was the milkman wise man, and then there was the Hoover salesman wise man as well. Well, the Tupperware
man,
Hoover salesman. For a small school, it was quite forward thinking.
They did a lot of interesting things, from what I can understand. You went to quite a progressive school.
Yes. I mean, there was boys and girls, which was quite unusual at the
Back
time.
then, yeah, it would have been in the 50s,
And they had a very strange diet.
Right.
The school dinners had to be dairy. Everything was
Everything
dairy.
creamy. And that's right. It's strange because like your school was called St. Creamy, so there must have been a whole thing going on. Were they associated with the local dairy factory or something?
Yes, they had connections with all sorts of nationwide dairy chains, and a lot of people who worked in the industry sent their children there. I mean, I just happened to be local, but wow, there was. If you like cheese, it was a great school to go to.
Did you like cheese?
Well, I love cheese to this day. I've got some great cheeses in at the moment. If you want something to go with your tea, yeah.
No, I'm all right for now.
Wensleydale.
No, I'm good for cheese
Cheshire?
and cream and
cream. I've got
butter.
I've got clotted, single, double. Have you ever heard of triple cream?
No.
Fucking creamy, tell you.
So from there on, you were getting small roles in the school plays and things like that.
Yes.
You know, you were a Cyrano de Bergerac and the school production of that. You seem to say
with the big nose.
Yeah. What did you play in that?
It was some kind of a cellar of ices of some sort.
Oh, okay. Right. I don't remember that being in the original book.
No, again, they tried to put in things to do with the dairy world into their plays.
Like those bathtub musicals or whatever that I've heard about, where it's like corporations put on musicals, and then so these are all milk-based.
It was very much like that. It was a dairy-based school, Paul, and I mean, there's a downside to that. That you have a kind of dairy-focused life.
Well, it happened to me. My school, when I was growing up, was near to the Cadbury's factory. So our school play that year was the Crunchable.
Oh, the Crunchable. Was that
about the witch trials? But it was about who had crunchies.
I see. Yes.
And of course, when you left school, one of the first projects, I managed to find this out really randomly, although I couldn't find any evidence outside of the one fact, was you started a band.
Oh, yes,
a local
absolutely.
band.
I mean, the Beat phenomenon was in full swing, of course.
Would have been.
With the Beatles. And
early 60s, you were kicking this off?
Oh, it was huge. It was everywhere,
Yeah.
And I thought, how am I going to break into showbiz? It's going to have to be in a group of some sort, a beat group, a beat combo. So me and a few friends from the school, we couldn't play very well, of course, but we tried and we learned a few chords as you do, and
a few basics.
Then we formed a group.
F, G, yeah.
We formed a group. The Ice Cream Men.
Right,
yes,
okay.
The Ice Cream Men. Because that format was very popular in the naming at the time. The Something Men.
The Something Men.
The this, the that, the who. There's
a lot of bands with the definitive article.
There was. We were the Ice Cream Men.
Yeah. And so a bit of kind of skiffle.
We started that way,
beat.
but soon, the decade crept up on us, and it was the psychedelic was all the rage. So we were one of the first groups to put a concept album down. It was called the Melted Cornetto.
But here's the thing.
And the lead number that was a sort of motif that repeated throughout the album was called Ice Creams Melt My Mind, you see. And then like the LSD, I never touched that.
No.
I used to have a little drink, maybe, but never that hard stuff. Anyhow,
what if they LS cream? What if they mixed it together with some cream?
I would have lapped that shit right up, yes, probably. But it just stayed on the tape, the whole album, and it was never picked up.
Well, I was going to ask you, why aren't there any... Why is there no music online? I couldn't find anything.
We didn't get a deal, and I think they did press some albums, but they were all melted down and made into Glocks in America.
Oh,
I heard.
That's how it
all
goes,
the strange things. They made it into plastic guns, which is a bit ironic with our, peace and love message. But they take the records and they turn them into
weapons of war. Yeah,
weapons of war.
That must have been sobering.
It was sobering, and I was very disillusioned, and I thought, well, that's failed. We were dropped by our manager, Squiffy Biscuit, and he said, get out. He said, get the fuck out of my office.
That's interesting, because that's at this point... Harley Bennington III, your agent, came into the scene.
Oh, Harley, what a lifesaver.
Because he saw you performing at a bandstand on Aberystwyth Beach.
Yes.
And he said, I'm going to make you a star.
He
completely
did.
Out of the blue.
He approached me. He saw something in me. He saw something in me, Paul. I can tell you, something that I hadn't even seen in myself.
No, he persuaded you to push the acting, drop the music.
He did. And it wasn't too much of a stretch for me at the time because the music was going nowhere.
It's going nowhere.
And my bandmates were getting deeper and deeper into the drug scene. of the 60s there, you know.
You don't want to get mixed
They
in
went
that,
to
do
what
you?
they call tea parties.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where they'd eat LSD cakes and then they'd touch each other's genitals without powdering. They wouldn't powder before or after.
No powdering at all.
No.
So, with that in mind, then you did a few short plays just outside the West End. You did a
Yes.
few, touring things, nothing amazing.
A little bit of rap, yes.
But it was when you were performing in a farce called Slap Me Daisy in, I believe it was Brighton Pier. You did that.
Brighton Pier, Slap Me Daisy, yes.
No.
Oh, that really brings me back. I haven't heard
And
that.
out of
in years.
interest, what did you play in that again?
I was, I was the ice cream maid. You know,
Yes.
it was not very PC by today's standard,
No.
but there was a lot of cross-dressing and sort of farcical, and I was, yes,
Confusion.
a huge-breasted ice cream purveying maid of some sort, you know.
But it was that role that got you seen by Chandelier Films, who at the time were making a bunch of, well, I'm not going to say sex comedies, but like
Well, just say it's fine.
raunchy,
I'm not-
cheeky
listen,
comedy
Listen,
films of the
I've
60s.
been around, young man. I've been around, okay? Call it what it was. Smut.
Well, it was
Hard smut.
It was smutty.
It was hard, dirty smut.
By the time these films were getting into gear, they'd kind of changed from innocent to a bit more cheeky, naughty, dirty, So
It was certainly in that sort of period. But, I was just glad to work. Very glad to work.
It was at that time then you got picked up by Chandelier Films and they were making a film called Cor Struth Blimey.
Oh,
and at the
yes.
time that was being played by the comedian who was popular, Bobby Bollocks.
Bobby
who
Bollocks.
was in that.
Oh, yes.
And it was also your first
He
appearance.
was, you know what, Bobby Bollocks, a lot of people, I mean, of course, there's been all the talk, but putting that aside, he was a very talented comic, and he showed me a thing or two, I'll tell you, about how to deliver a line, yes.
Yeah, it was you, Bobby Bollocks, a few other people as well. Janet Mamory was cast in that in her breakthrough
Janet
role.
Mamory,
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to Janet in years.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's take a little quick break because we've got a clip here now from you in that first cinema role. In the British sex
Are we going to
comedy.
show it to me on your phone?
No, it's going to get edited in. I can send you a link later.
On what? On my Teasmade, it doesn't have a record button.
I'll try and get it on the phone for you now.
I'd love to see it.
Here's a quick clip from Cor Struth Blimey from 1967.
All right, well, come over here. Come on, let's go on the pier and do some dodgems.
Oh, I do like being banged around by men on the pier.
Yeah, I fucking bet you do. Right, come on, let's go up the pier and have some fun. Here we go. Come on, love.
You are cheeky.
Yo, would you like an ice cream before we go up the pier?
Oh, I'd love it.
Let's have a look at this one over there. Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to sell ice creams?
Oh, I have ice creams. Oh, ice creams here. Come and get your ice creams. Yes.
Oh, sir, what would you recommend, darling?
Well, you've got a Zoom. You could have a Cornetto. I've got a flake or a salty squirrel. That's a popular one. And I've got a twisted frozen knob jockey biscuit flake as well.
Oh, you can't get too many of them in you.
Oh, no, you wouldn't want to eat too many of them. So what can I get you?
Oh, I don't know. What would you recommend?
Well, a lot of people like a Zoom Upham,
Oh!
or if you'd like 2 fingers of fudge up your cone, I can stick 'em up there, love.
Oh!
Hello, it's Eli here, and I'm here interviewing Grumpy Sessions' long-time agent and manager, Harley Bennington III.
Yes, that's
Hello.
right. Yes, I am Holly Bennington III, literary acting agent for the stars.
Yes, you have had a very...
A very illustrious career.
Yes, that's the
Illustrious
word you were
career.
looking for, wasn't it?
That
Illustrious
was, yeah.
career. That is me in a nutshell.
Yes, that's right. No, thank you very much for talking to us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You want to talk about some of my favourite stars?
Well-
did you want to talk about maybe Alan Smith, the thespian extra?
No.
Do you want to talk about, maybe Catherine Wickable? She was very well known.
She was
in her day.
she was very wickable, wasn't
Yes,
she?
she was very
Indeed.
wickable in her day.
Indeed,
She was
indeed,
a very
yes.
good
No,
dancer.
it wasn't
She was
actually
part
any-
of Hot Legs.
Any of the more sort of well-known names, if I can call you Harvey, is that okay? I call you...
My name is Harley, so you could call me that, son.
Harley. I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's fine. It's
Sorry,
fine.
sorry. Harley, we want to ask you
Yes.
about Grumpy Sessions.
Oh, I've not heard that name in a while.
No, I know a lot of people
Oh,
haven't.
dear.
But he's,
Grumpy. Well, how is he? How is the old
he's very
fart?
good. He's very good. Yes, we've been interviewing him for a short piece we're doing for my podcast, Cheap Show.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Really? But he's a no one.
Well, he is a no one, but he seems to be a no one that appears throughout the years.
I mean, he did, when we worked together, we did find many projects that we both enjoyed. They're very creamy-based projects. I'll
They
give
were
you that.
mainly cream-based in some way.
Weirdly, it was just the way the fates allowed. You know, so you'd put a shout out, and it'd be like ice cream. You know, the rolls would come in, and they were mostly ice cream, milk-based
Yes,
rolls.
yes, that's what we're discovering.
It's Kismet!
It's Kismet, yes. Now, I want to take you back, though, to when you first noticed him performing with his group
Yes.
on the beach somewhere, wasn't it? And
He was, yes, I was holidaying in Aberystwyth Beach. It's a small little town. It's quiet. I go there for, touch me nose, you know.
To touch your nose,
You know,
yeah.
back in the days, the morals were a little more relaxed than they
a
are
dirty
today.
weekend sort of
No,
thing.
I'm not going to say too much more about that and what I did with 5 pigs, but we're going to move swiftly on to when I heard the beautiful tone.
did the pigs move swiftly on, though, or were they severely traumatised?
I ate them.
Well, at least nothing went to waste. Now, when you saw
Snout to tail is
When
always
you-
the way it goes.
Grumpy performing for the first time in that beat,
Yes.
in that psychedelic rock group or whatever, what was it you saw in him? Because what you scooped him up and you put him on the stage immediately, and you.
Well, here's the thing. I wasn't expecting to find stardom that day, but I heard him playing his strange music, but there's something in his eye that I had to, I was just attracted to. So I gave him my card, he gave me his card, and then when I came back to London, we met up a couple of bollies later, and he was being offered roles left, right, and centre.
Okay, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And you did work together for almost 20 years.
Yes.
On a number of projects, but then you did part ways quite acrimoniously. Is that
Well,
right?
I
So
mean,
what
I
was-
loved him. I really loved him. He's a lovely man and lovely. You've met him. He's lovely.
He's a nice
But he's
person.
got a thing about milk.
Oh.
For instance, I wanted to put him up for the milk tray, man.
Oh, he could have done that.
He said it was chocolate. It did not count.
It didn't count as it wasn't milky enough.
He did get an advert for dairy milk as well. But again, I'm not doing chocolate. He wouldn't do chocolate.
I
He was not
see.
a chocolate man.
So what was the incident that finally caused you to part ways there
Well, okay, so
in the early 80s?
I thought I'd capitalise on his unusual proclivity for ice cream-based performances, and I'd heard about a story in Glasgow about this so-called quote-unquote ice cream war, and we were developing this, and then, as you know, creative differences. I wanted facts, and he just wanted to offer Zooms. That's all, really.
He just wanted to offer the Zooms. I think, yeah, I mean...
I didn't think he quite had the range for the head gangster character.
Yes, that's the thing. He isn't known for his accent work, is he, Grumpy?
No.
Or, and
And then next time you see him, asking about his Scottish accent, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
He couldn't
So
do
that
it.
was it all over. And I said things I regret, and he said things he forgets. And one way or the other, I left him on the platform at Charing Cross Road all those years ago, and I've never seen him since.
No.
Never seen him. I'm glad to. I'm not until this very day.
You saw him today?
No, you telling me he's alive. I didn't know he's alive.
Well,
I thought he
mean-
was dead the last time. He was shacked up with his bloody mother.
Yes, he was. He was. But his mother's in a
Home now.
in a home now. Yeah.
Yeah, beastly woman.
So you're getting a bit of a name, in the British film industry for bit
Yes.
parts and character work.
Yes,
But it was interesting that your next major film, which is a few years later after you're doing some TV and stage stuff, was one of the most popular horror films of the 1970s, a British horror film called The Thatched Hand of Beelzebub's Gizzard.
Yes, it was a sort of folk horror, they'd call it these
like
days. It was very much around at the time.
Yeah.
You know why, I think? I have a little theory about this.
Go on.
Because you'd go into the countryside, and before it'd been filled with normal, respectable families, but in that time, in the sort of mid to late 70s, it was all those hippies, all filthy, squelching around in the fields. People thought it was devil worship.
Well,
know?
here's the thing, 'cause-
And so I think that was the sort of background for this whole, what they now call
The folk horror.
The folk horror, and I was just quite glad to you know, to diversify into a different genre at the time, you know.
Yeah, because if I remember rightly, this is the first film you played which was a lead and also not ice cream based.
No.
That must have been shocking for you.
It was quite difficult. I had to, you know, I had some a coach on that film, and
Harley got you that, your agent got you that.
oh, darling Harley, he was so good at that time. He had a finger in all the little pies, all the little squeaky pies, and he got it for me because he used to go to the social clubs all around Soho at the time. He was very good friends with Richard Big Boy, Biggie Big Dig Boy, Bigging Boy,
Big Boy Biggington,
Dick Bigging Boy, Riggington, Richie Diggington Big Boy, who directed the film.
Ricky
of course.
Dicky Bing Bong Diddley.
Big Bong Dicky
I
Boy.
can never remember his name.
Dicky Boy,
Dicky
Richard
Boy,
Big
Richard,
Boy,
Dick
Dicky
Boy,
Boy,
Ricky Roy.
Richard Dicky
Dicky
Boy,
Boy,
Dicky
Becky? Anyway. Calm down.
Dicky Big Boy.
Was it a bit of a shock for you, though, to go from, you know, ice cream men to, you know, police detective in this film?
It was like I say, it was a very big leap at the time, but I'm glad I leapt.
Yeah.
Because people remember they stopped me on the street.
How did you feel about that film? Because I know it was, you know,
it's
it's very gory towards
It's
the
very
end.
gory. It's not for me. I like more gentle fare, you know, comedies and so
Yeah.
forth. But you know, people still recognise me. They go, oh, they're burning the turkey.
No.
Oh, and I have to do the line, of course. and
Yeah, so
then-
was Harley trying to push you away from that kind of stuff then? In terms of, you know, more
He wa-
genial roles, he was trying to make you more edgy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, he wanted me to be, you know, like you know, in thrillers.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
where the big money was at that time. You know.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to play a clip now from that
Ooh.
film. And the clip we've got is where, well, spoilers, but, you know, it is a 40, 50-year-old film
Yes,
now.
of course.
It's the bit where you're about to be stuffed inside the turkey.
Yes, they lure me into the turkey. I'm looking for, you know, the
What was it like preparing for that, your
missing
big
children.
death scene? Yeah.
The missing children of the village, and then they lure me into what I think is an underground hut. Turns out to be a huge pagan wooden turkey.
It's one of the most memorable shots
And
of
they
the 70s.
based it with this huge syringe, wooden syringe filled with fat.
Where do
And,
you go as a performer, though, there? Where
You just have to think, oh, Grumpy, it's the middle of the night. Oh, Grumpy, and oh, Mummy's not here. Where's the powder? Where's the powder, Joe?
So you found it quite traumatising, that role?
Oh.
I'm going to presume that's a yes. Okay, well then we're going to play a little clip from that film now, and hopefully it brings back some memories of quite an unusual role in your life.
Okay.
What's this? What have you done with the children?
Officer Cartwright, you came here looking for the children.
Yes.
There are no children.
What?
You came here looking for salvation. There is no salvation.
Let me
For
out of here.
you, at this special time of the year, will become our living Paxo. For you shall be put inside our turkey, and the great Lord Gobble Gobble will take your soul and give us crops for the new year.
Let me out of here, you.
Take him to the turkey.
No! Oh, don't put me in there! Oh, golly! Oh, no! Oh, golly!
Get him in.
Oh, no! Oh, no! They're basting the turkey!
Now, subjects, friends, villagers, set this torch aflame and put this turkey upon our very souls.
Golly!
Start the fire!
Oh, Jiminy Christ! It's very warm!
Hello, and Eli here, and I'm here in the home of Janet Mamery, who was the co-star with Grumpy in a lot of those sex comedy films he did. Of course, there was Call Blimey Struth, and then there was Confessions of an Ice Cream Seller.
Oh, that was my favourite one.
Yes,
That's the
and
best
then
one
there
of the trilogy.
There was further Confessions of an Ice Cream Seller, and then there was.
Well, there was that one, wasn't there? What was that one we did in the early 70s? The,
Are you thinking of Wet Patch?
No.
No, okay. Anyway,
No.
thank you so much, Mamery.
Oh, no, don't you worry about it, darling. It's nice to speak to people. I don't get a lot of visitors these days, darling.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. But we're all both, me and Paul are both massive fans of
Oh,
your
the
work.
concession of the ice cream salesman. That was the other one.
Confessions.
Concessions.
Concessions, so it's a
That was
pun on the
thing.
kiosk, yeah.
Concessions of an ice cream. That was the one, yeah. Oh, I'm glad
And there
I
was
got
also
that out
Hot
now.
Kiosk and Hot Kiosk 2.
There was Hot Kiosk 2, the battening.
Yes.
There's lots of... we had such great fun on those films.
Yes.
We really did.
Yes, and it really comes across still to this day when you
I
watch them
know.
back. But you and Grumpy, can you tell me when you first met him? Was it on the set of a film or?
Well, we first met on the set of that film. The one with the whoops called Blimey with Bobby Bollocks. I don't speak to him no
Yes,
more.
that was the
I
first
don't
one.
speak to him no more. He knows what he's done. He knows what he's done.
Yes. Well, he's got.
If I see him again, I'll fucking slap his
Well, he
ass.
has a life sentence now to consider what he's
Well, that's
done.
for the best.
Yes.
Anyway, but yeah, so we met on that film, and it was my first role, and they only asked me to get my tits out twice.
Oh,
so
that's
it was a
good, yeah.
classy role.
Yeah.
And, it was just a bit of fun, a bit of giggling, falling over, dress falls off, stick a flake up your bumhole, all that kind of stuff. Innocent fun.
Yes.
Innocent fun.
It was a more innocent time, a lot of people
And,
say, don't they?
I don't remember too much about Grumpy that day, but I do remember he was a lovely man.
Well, you did develop a friendship over the years. You were often seen together, and a lot of people speculated that you two had a little romantic thing going on. Was that true at all?
Oh, no, no, bless his heart. I love him to death, but always like a brother. He's like a friend. He's
so
like
it's a more of a platonic friendship going on.
Oh, yeah, and he never had any designs for me like that. He was never really a sexual man.
No,
And
no.
he wasn't with me, and I could confess anything to him.
Okay.
I told him all about Big Bob.
Right, good. Well, it's been lovely talking
Is
to
that
you.
it?
Well, do you
I
see?
put some clothes on for this interview.
Do you see Grumpy anymore these days?
No, I haven't. I thought, isn't he dead?
No. A lot of people we've been talking to have said that. But
I
no,
thought
he's
he was
not dead.
dead.
No, he's still up there. And
Where? Oh, I should go see him. I should catch up with him, shouldn't I?
yeah.
We had such fun. Here's the thing about Grumpy, right? Lots of love, lots of excitement. He's very passionate. Just no screen presence. You know what I mean? No screen presence. Doesn't
No.
glow up. Like the number of times we had to change his ice cream costume because he made it more drab.
He somehow makes stuff more drab,
He
doesn't
really
he?
did
Yeah.
make it drab. You're going to love this. We were filming Fruity Nut Clusters 3, right?
Fruity Nut Clusters 3.
Fruity Nut Clusters 3. And he had a little role. It did him a favour because he was on his knees at that point in his career. It was
Yeah,
mid-80s.
it did degenerate sort of.
Yeah.
By the end of the 70s, he really
couldn't
was
really get the role. So
struggling, yeah.
as a little favour, I called him in and said, listen, we're looking for an ice cream man for this film. Do you have the time? And he was up for it, so we got him in. So anyway, dressed him up, usual. He was a concession in a cinema. He had the little tray, little hat on, looked it, put him on set, put the cameras on him, looked like a dentist. So we had to go complete. So I put some lipstick on him, we put some dress, we put some more ice creams, more colourful ice creams in his box.
I see.
Long story short, the scene was cut.
Well, yes, I know. He's not accredited in any of the Nut Cluster.
But he got paid, and that's what matters, doesn't it, darling?
It
We've got
did
to
matter
protect
to him.
ourselves in this acting industry,
Well, you
darling.
do, yes. Well, thank you, Mamery, so much. And you are.
Would you like to see my tits before you go?
I don't have the time, but thank you.
All right. Well, you remember me. You tell me. If you see Grumpy, you tell him about old Janet.
I
won't
will.
you?
I'll say
you
hello.
do that for me, won't you, darling?
I will, darling. Yes.
All right. We'll see you then. Titty bye, bye, titty bye. So that was your big role.
Yes.
horror film. It was a cult hit. It wasn't a box office stormer, but it's on Blu-ray now and all high
yes.
definition. Lots of extra footage. People love the film now.
Yes, they do. It was a real cult, like you say. Yes, I don't like that stuff myself. But more importantly for me,
Yes.
was that film opened a lot of people's eyes to the whole grumpy phenomenon.
Well, that was what I was going to say, because it was leading into the 80s and you were getting into TV, because films, people were making more of a career on TV than film.
Yes, TV was really exploding at the time. A lot of people didn't have colour televisions in their homes until that period.
Yeah.
But they were coming thick and fast then, and because I got noticed in the Turkey
In
film.
that Turkey film where you played a copper.
I played a policeman there,
Yeah.
and with Harley's help,
Hmm.
I secured a pilot where I was to play.
Oh, yes,
I
that's
was to
right.
play a detective, you see,
Yeah.
because the police thing and solving crimes around London, in London's
Like the Sweeney kind of,
a
yeah.
bit like that in the underworld of London.
You drove a fast car.
I drove and also an ice cream truck.
Yeah, that was it. You drove a fast ice cream truck.
It was a
'Cause that was the name.
souped up.
It was Chalk Ice Private Detective,
I
wasn't it? That was
was
the name of the
Chalk
show.
Ice, Chalky Ice Private Detective.
Was Chalk Ice your first or last name? Or was
I
it
was-
Chalk Ice?
I was Chuck,
Oh,
as in
Chalk.
Charlie. You see, Charlie Ice,
But Chalk Ice
as
was
in
the...
Heiss,
Yeah.
with an H. Was written down. It looks like Charlie Heiss. But
Yeah.
then it was like in the thrust and the thick of it in the office in the police station.
Yeah.
People get nicknames. Yeah, Codger, Bodger, and
All right, Chalk Ice,
Oh,
yeah.
Chalk Ice, Detective Chalk Ice.
So that's how you get your nickname in the show.
Yes,
Ah.
I did.
And then the ice cream van was just...
I don't know. I think they liked the look of me in an ice cream van, and I did sort of insist as well. To have some. I like ice creams.
I'm getting an idea of it, yeah.
But it was very exciting. I got to do a pilot.
You got to be an action hero. I've seen some of the shots. You leaping over the ice cream van, shooting, and then, a car chase.
Very much. I was at physical prime at that stage. I would chase them down. Sometimes I'd have to get the ice cream van souped up. It was very souped up. It had a turbo thing. This was a few years before that Knight Rider. But
Yeah.
we had a special flake machine built in. It wasn't a real thing. It was a
But it
prop.
was- yeah, prop.
But it supercharged the engine in the story. It supercharged the engine
Yeah.
of this ice cream
To make it
van
faster.
to make it go faster, and that would be the denouement, you see.
And also
oh
that-
no, I'm running out of power. I'd say, oh no, the villain, he's going to get away. Oh, get the flake and supercharge the ice cream van.
Sonk,
Boom.
sonk, sonk.
Yeah, and then it, boom, you see, boom, it would go.
High octane.
And mowed him down.
Wow.
We always used to kill. All the scripts had me killing the villains at the end.
In
You
some
don't
kind
see
of
that.
way, yeah.
running
and
them
you'd
down.
say some line like, I've got you licked, and things
Yes,
like that. That was
or-
the plan, wasn't it?
Oh yes.
I'll have you whipped for this.
Oh yes,
yeah.
or you'll never eat an ice cream again in this town.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Or sprinkle some hundreds and thousands on that, you bastard.
go ahead, punk. Make my flake.
Lick my flake.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Oh, well, I did have a... Here's the thing, though. The pilot was made, but it was never produced. And unfortunately, what happened was, like most things, it was sold to America. And they turned Chalk Ice Private Detective into, as of course we all know now, Magnum P.I.
Oh.
Where they took it out of London, they put it on Hawaii, bit of a nice cream van, it was a Lamborghini.
I know, I was
you
so
know.
disappointed with what they did. They took the heart and soul out of that show.
They really did.
They destroyed it, really.
But it's been out of circulation for a while. We found the clip. We're going to play a clip for you now. Hopefully it'll bring back some memories of you in your failed pilot, Chalk Ice Private Detective.
Oh, how exciting.
You sit your ass down there, Tumpy. Sit down! All right, cop, whatever. Listen, I ain't done nothing. I was just trying to sell my dongers down the market, yeah?
Tumpy, shut your mouth and sit down and shut your mouth. We've got a detective coming in here
What?
now,
Oh,
and he's
no.
going to rinse you dry, and he's going to get all the information out. So without any further ado, I'm going to give you Chalk Ice Private Detective. Deal with him.
Yes, hello, you. Now, who have we got here? Says here, Tumpy Cockney. Is that your name, really? I ain't telling you nothing. Who are you? Some kind of pumped-up ice cream? Listen, I ain't seen nothing. Now, you listen to me, little Tumpy, if that is your name. We've got you banged to rights on the corner of Marylebone and St. Hetherington Street, and you were seen removing dongers through the window. Ain't nothing to do with me, mate. I moved on from dongers. I've got eggs. I've got all sorts of eggs now. Big eggs, small eggs, all sorts of eggs. You ask anyone. Ah! Yes, there's more where that came from, Tumpy, my boy. Now, you better be remembering who you better be remembering who your accomplices were in the Wentworth job, or else you'll be in the slammer for as long as I'm selling ice creams on the weekends, which I do. All right, whatever. Fucking throw me in there. Get off me. Put him back in the cell, Johnson. Fuck off. Who wants to do that? I've got eggs.
Chalk Ice. What are we going to do with a scammer like that? How are we going to get the information out of him?
I have my ways. I find a lot of these villains turn when they have a cold zoom inserted up them.
You're a beast. A beast, Chalk Ice. But I like the way you work.
That's right, Chalk Ice.
So yeah, there's the clip, and sadly never picked up. So
I know.
so much
It's a
potential.
shame.
We know what happened to the character of Tumpy
Well,
in real life. They got their own show.
He
Tumpy.
got his own spin-off show, and I was very bitter. Of course, I've forgiven him now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's a very talented.
7 seasons of that. He's
It just
living
went,
in
it ran
living
and
in
ran.
Malta now, isn't he?
It ran and ran and ran. But you know what I think personally? I know I'm
on.
not bitter about it anymore.
No.
But you know, the first 2 or 3 seasons of Tumpy, when he's poor, he's trying to sell the dongers on the street.
It was
you
more
know,
interesting,
It was
wasn't
more
it?
interesting. Then he gets married. He wins the lottery.
Yeah, and then it
and
went
by
out the
the
window.
6th season, he's living in Marbella.
Yeah.
You know, and he's rich man, and there's no tension, there's no drama, there's no struggle
Chalk Ice
anymore.
burnt too brightly.
Chumpy little bastard he was to me on the set as well when we were filming that pilot. He'd come up, he'd slap me around. Ooh,
Well, that's the thing. He's in these days. Tumpy resides in Spain, and he gets away with goddamn murder out there. Apparently,
Yes, well,
I've heard rumours, but you know, it's we're not going to go into it.
Yeah, it's
Let me just say, like, you know, those dongers. He never washes them.
Oh no.
That's why they smell of clam.
Oh, dirty clammy dongers.
So that show didn't go any further.
No.
But you did get one last TV role in the 80s.
Oh, you're just reminding me of this now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's been a while.
this is a
In
real
the 80s,
highlight.
In the 80s, the BBC tried to come up with a kind of new Doctor Who, and they had a show. I seem to remember it was called The Protector Kids.
That's right, the Protector Kids.
It's
They were
about a bunch
protecting
of-
the Earth from
space monsters
aliens
and
and
things.
space monsters.
And they travelled around in a it was almost like a phone box. That would be too obvious, but it was more like a kind of sled, a space sled.
It was
wasn't
very it was a very sled-like.
luge, like a space luge
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yes.
And they would go from planet to planet, protecting Earth, and then fighting demons and
Yes,
ghosts
they
and
were,
all
yes.
sorts. It was
and I was the master of a whole planet of ice.
that's right. Yes,
I was the lord. I could control.
You were
ice.
Ice Lord.
Ice Lord, and you know, some of this ice was flavoured like a slushy, and some, you know,
Yeah.
was almost creamy. I insisted on that, but you could eat some of the ice that I created for a reasonable price.
Yeah, because I seem to remember you got to have one of those beautiful villain monologues, which we're going to play in a little moment, where you monologue, but unfortunately, you know, your villain dies, you're melting at
I
the
did
end.
have the
and
one
stuff.
episode, and they got me. I melted. Yes.
Yeah. But it was a good little story, a good little adventure.
Oh,
you know, a lot of
thank
people.
you.
I mean, I've seen you at the conventions.
Yes, I do.
You weren't invited to them, but yeah,
I
I've seen
sort
you
of
at
hang
them.
around,
You hang
see
around.
if anyone likes
Do any of the
me.
kids from Protector Kids recognise you now?
No, they look at me with fear in their eyes, and they go, "It's him, it's him," and then
dear.
I get arrested.
But of course, that show didn't last, and you know you weren't going to be brought back anytime
Well,
soon.
you know,
for
I was
it, so-
hoping because you know, of course, there's a lot of reincarnation, and you know,
Oh,
people,
yeah.
villains you thought were banished forever or
Come
dead
back.
or melted. I mean, I was melted. They could have frozen me and sort of reanimated
They
me
could
in
have
some way.
Yeah.
yes.
Shame. Shame it
then-
never went further.
Yes.
But okay, well, I'll tell you what. We've got
And
a
of
clip
course,
for it now.
after that, that's when I parted way with Harley Bennington.
So I'll tell you what. We're going to play a little clip now of that episode of Protect the Kids, and hopefully bring back some very fun memories for you.
Ooh, fantastic!
Here we go. Roll the clip.
You've fallen right into my trap. I've captured you in my cave of ice. Protector kids, prepare to freeze.
Oh, you don't know nothing, Governor, for we are Protector Kids, and we saw through your trap, and we have got a plan to put you back in space jail.
Stop your twittering and wittering, you. I see all through the prism of ice. I control the ice planets. I transform the planets of your solar system into big balls of flavored ice. Mercury will be a gobstopper, and then Venus will be a big milky cloud of vanilla 99, and Earth will be a sorbet like those ones you get at Indian restaurants, and you know they've carved out a grapefruit or something and put it with sorbet in. Planet after planet will be engulfed in my icy beams, and soon the whole universe will fall to my ice cream rays, and no one will ever stop me!
Well, that's what you think, Governor, because what you didn't know is that I am a Transformer child, and I am going to transform into nothing but a simple household thermostat, and I'm going to warm your planet right up, Governor. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting the place nice and warm. You can see it melting.
He's turned it up. I'm starting to warm. My ice cream rays they're not working. They're ineffective. Nothing. Oh, my face is starting to ice cream.
That's right, Governor. No one can ever defeat the Protecto Kids. Right, let's go all home, Protector Kids, and have some lovely fizzy sherbet. Hooray!
And so that was it. That was the Protecto Kids. That was your last TV role.
Unfortunately, me and Harley, we parted company very soon after that with that terrible fiasco with that ice cream wars.
He said, I think I remember him saying it was because you couldn't do a Scottish accent.
Oh, I could do a Scottish accent.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, why don't you do it now?
I will.
Audition for me.
Okay, I will.
A
Okay,
little bit of role play, come on.
Right, I will. Okay, so what shall I
So
say?
you're a Scottish ice cream man,
Yes.
and you're trying to sell me a Scottish ice cream.
Okay.
All right, and action.
Hey, Jimmy, I've done a job. Would you like a zoom in your asshole?
Yeah, you know, it probably wasn't.
It wasn't the
Probably
greatest.
wasn't the best at that.
I need some time to warm up to these things.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's fair.
Yes.
But
anyway,
so after that, so what did you do? Well, 89, that was that episode. What did you do in the next 30 years?
you know, this and that, whatever I could find, bits and pieces, odds and bods, bits and.
Did you get any more stage work?
No stage work.
TV?
No.
Film extra?
I didn't do any extra work.
Radio?
Radio's quite difficult to break into sometimes. You know?
Right. So you've mostly been keeping to yourself.
Mainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think that's about as much time as I can spare.
Well, you
unfortunately,
can
I've got to meet with Eli.
You
now.
could stay
I've
if
got to
you
start
like.
editing all this as well. for
Well,
Christmas, so.
you know, it's quite early still. You could stay, have
Yeah,
another
it
cup
takes
of
me about
tea.
an hour.
You haven't touched your tea.
I haven't touched that. I'm sorry. I've just been so engrossed.
Is there something wrong with the tea?
No, I was just engrossed with our
we
conversation.
we could watch the telly now.
You know, hang on. My
I
phone-
have this week's radio.
I think my phone's ringing.
This week's Radio Times. We
My
could see
phone-
what's on the
Yeah,
TV.
my phone's ringing. Sorry, I've got to. Hello. Yeah, no, it's Eli saying, "Can I meet him?"
Oh,
so I'm
say
gonna,
hello to him.
So I'm going to go, and we're going to pass your
Okay.
love on to Harley and Janet because we're speaking to them as well during this
say
episode.
hello to the host.
We'll say hello. So I'll just let myself out, and
Yes, you know the way.
at the very least, we hope all our listeners are going to be thinking of Grumpy this Christmas.
Oh, how nice. Thank you,
That's-
Paul.
so,
That's lovely.
Thank you for
Yes.
your time with us today,
Okay.
and you look after yourself, and we'll hopefully see you soon.
I'll try. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye-bye.
I'll let myself out. Take care.
Bye-bye, Paul. Oh, there he goes. Oh, well. Here again, in the living room, watching telly. You know what? They're putting out that documentary. Perhaps some interest will be raised in old Grumpy sessions. Yes, or maybe this is the beginning of the renaissance of Grumpy. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? Grumpy could be back again. I'm gonna go to bed, I think. Oh yes. Merry Christmas, Grumpy Sessions, and have a lovely, lovely Christmas, you. Oh, you lovely man. Fresh power.